What's up, beautiful besties? Welcome back to Turning Tides Tarot. My name is Alicia. Thank you all so very much for being here with me. I freaking love you all. I seriously love you all. Thank you for your likes and your comments and your shares and your donations and for all the coffees y'all have been buying for me. I really appreciate it. If you want to show your support in any type of way, I am so grateful for each and every one of you who do that. Let's get into a reading here. I just kind of want to do like a daily vibe message. I feel like someone needs to hear something today that wants to come out. I don't know exactly what that is yet, but let's go on a journey and figure it out together. I'm going to bring the sound bowl and call in spirit and get your message. Here we go, friends. Okay, I'm calling on spirit with so much love and so much gratitude. I ask for divine guidance as I interpret these messages. May they help us all on our journey towards our highest and greatest good. I'm asking for love, joy, peace, abundance, and protection for myself, for you, and for all beings on the planet at this time. Thank you so very much, Spirit. All right, we have Queen of Earth, Queen of Air. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Earth. Okay, let's see. This is really talking about somebody here who has really been working on themselves, okay? The Queen of Earth is really the Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody who's focused on themselves, their business, their creativity, their ability to ground themselves, stay practical, stay in the moment. Just really, it's a really beautiful, solid energy. Okay. So it says here, making time for those around you. Okay, sure. But it's more about making time for you, as far as my take as a reader. But you're taking a really sensible approach to life, dealing with challenges in a very kind and understanding manner. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Air, which is kind of funny because it's like, not only are you being very practical, you're being very logical. So it's a very grounded in the 3D type of energy today, eyes wide open. So you're tapping into your objective decision-making skills, clearing away all that doesn't serve you anymore and seeing the humor in a situation. Okay, that's fun. Mostly today, you're not really, what's missing here is your emotional and intuitive self. And it's not that it's missing. Okay, that was a really poor choice of words. It was like an energy that you're not making decisions right now based on how you feel. Okay, so very practical, very logical energy for the day. And with Knight of Earth, there could be something coming in towards you, an offer, okay? An offer that comes in that is asking you to commit in some type of way, right? Now, this could be a friend asking for a favor. It could be happening at work. It could be happening within a love relationship or within a family member. Somebody may be asking for a favor or saying, hey, why don't we do blah, blah, blah. Okay. Maybe just like a plan or an invitation of some sort as well. Okay. So, I feel like with the energy here of the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, it's like, okay, if you don't have time for it, you're going to say no, because the Queen of Swords really enforces their own boundaries and they make decisions with, their head over their heart. Okay, do I have time for this? Is this something I really want? You're really intellectualizing any kind of offer or plans that are wanting to be made. And here we go. This is so funny because I said what's missing and it was the emotions. Right now we have the Queen of Cups. Now we have the Queen of Cups. I feel like this is the incoming energy. Normally you do tap into your feelings or your intuition to decide whether or not you're going to make plans or whether or not you're going to go out on that date or if you're going to help somebody move or whatever it is. But today, that is not the advice. Today, the advice is to use your logical mind to make some decisions here. Stay practical, okay? Stay practical and make decisions based on what's good for you, what you have time for, you know. I do feel like, you know, right now it's a pretty busy time of the year for a lot of people, regardless of the holidays. It just is. We're wrapping up the year. There's always like events to go to and things that need to be done, family gatherings, this and that, you know. It's just a lot, right? So somebody is wanting your time, wanting your attention. And I feel like you are going to have to really put your emotions aside and how you feel about the person, and really make some practical decisions today. So it's just really basic. I love seeing the temperance energy here for the day, because you really are, this is like an extreme act of self-love, self-care, really, when I see this, because you are doing things in moderation, right? You're doing things in moderation. You're not trying to burn yourself out. You're not trying to go above and beyond where it's not necessary, you know. You're making sure that you have a nice balance going on in your world, because you could have just recently come out of a time where maybe you felt a little bit of an imbalance within your emotional self. Maybe you've had to take some time out for your mental health, to rebalance, I want to say, or come to center or get grounded. There's no way you want to go back to that moment where you're feeling like pulled in 1,000 different directions or just under a little bit too much stress. So this is going to be good. It's just a little reminder today that if, you know, people are really wanting your time, energy, attention, affection, you're going to have to, you know, balance out whether or not it's going to be good for you. Does it fit in your schedule? Is it going to work for you? Okay, so make sure today you're putting yourself first. There's the King of Swords. There's the King of Swords. So the challenge is going to be that you, the challenge is going to be the King of Swords here. You may be having to say this to I'm getting boss energy, or someone who you can't really read their expression. Like, it's really strange. It's somebody who's like saying that you have to do this. Like, you have to do this and that's it. Like, there's no way around it. Oh, okay. So what is this? This might be a request coming in from like a boss or somebody who feels like you owe them. This is very specific. I'm getting that this is more work related than it is love related or in any other area for you today. At the end of the day here, this person has been putting a lot of stress and putting too much on your plate. Okay. And we're approaching, like a lot, like I said, we're approaching the holiday season. We're wrapping up the year. We've got a lot going on here. And honestly, I feel like you are just kind of on the verge. I don't want to say on the verge of like a meltdown or a breakdown or something. You're trying to prevent that from happening. I feel like the person who's asking you for favors or trying to pile more work on your plate right now is like somebody who does this frequently, and you have had to learn or at least put into practice how to say no to this person or maintain and put down some kind of very clear boundary. They're not necessarily going to like it, because I feel like whatever they're asking you to do is like making their life easier, and it could also be something that is actually their job. Okay, so I feel like you're gonna have to state to this individual, like, look, I've got a lot on my plate. I've got these deadlines. I don't have time for this, and I also have a lot going on in my personal life. Like, I can't afford to stay late tonight, or I can't. You know, I have plans. I have things that are going on. If you don't like it, unfortunately, it's actually not even my job. So, you know, I'm just going to decline. So say this could be like overtime or mandatory attendance at a staff party or something like that. You're like, you know what? I can't make it. And I'm not going to bend over backwards for you. Or, you know, like somebody's going to ask you to bend over backwards for them and you're going to say no. Okay, that's basically it in a nutshell. All right, so how are you going to feel about all this? You know what? You are really clear on your position, actually. You're really clear on your position. You're like, you're going to speak your mind. You're going to speak your truth. And I don't feel like you're going to mince words at all. You're not going to beat around the bush. You're going to be very direct and offer some very clear and concise communication. Like I stated, you're going to be very much like put your foot down kind of energy today. And it's good. I mean, it's good. You've seen the light. You've seen how perhaps this person, maybe this is somebody who often takes advantage of your kindness or, just feels like you're always there to clean up a mess or something. This could even be within a partnership or at home within the family where it's like, you know what, I don't have time to do all the chores right now. I've got this, this, and this. And you're delegating. You're like passing the buck where it belongs. You know what I mean? You're putting it back on the person who's actually responsible for the mess. No, you clean this up. Okay. I don't have time to clean up your mess. That kind of a thing. All right. Even if it's with your children. Okay. Cause I've had to do that too. I can see that. I can see that happening. What this is really going to do is it's going to make you feel a lot lighter. It is actually going to bring in a lot more joy and happiness within you because it's going to relieve some of your stress, right? You're like, I don't have time for this in my life right now. You're going to have to take care of it on your own. Okay. I'm not here to, I'm not, Mr. or Mrs. Fix It. I'm not here to just fix all your problems. You've got to figure it out. Okay. Especially if you are saying it to somebody like at work, you're saying this to somebody, like I said, like a boss or a team leader or somebody whose job it really is to take care of these things. You're putting it back on them. And I feel like, oh my gosh, the 7 of Cups in reverse. I just need one more on that because I feel like this person, they're not going to be able to question, they're not going to be able to question you. They're not going to be able to confuse you. They're not going to be able to question or confuse you, and they're not going to be able to get away with this anymore. Okay. I know we see the Lovers, but honestly, y'all, it's a choice. Okay. It used to be called choices. I don't feel like this has anything to do with soulmates or twin flames or love relationships really at all, unless we're talking about a scenario where your partner isn't cleaning up after themselves at home or something like that, like weaponized incompetence. That could apply here. But honestly, this is about a choice. You have made a choice, okay? This individual here is no longer getting away with asking you to take care of something that actually they are responsible for, okay? So you're just not claiming responsibility right now. You're putting your foot down. You're managing your time. You're managing your emotional energy. You're managing your mental health. It's actually, you have made this decision. It's like, I am not going to pile anything else on my plate. I'm not going to take this on. It doesn't belong to me. Okay. So, this person is starting to see, and they will see, they'll get this eye-opening revelation moment today where they can no longer, sneak something past you. You know what I mean? And I feel like this person has really taken advantage of you. And I feel like the buck stops here. Like, it's done. You've made the decision. You're finished. You're like, those days are over. Okay. Those days are over. And I feel like the reason why is that I feel like this person, the situation, it's happened so much to the point where you have just literally, you were on the verge of some kind of breakdown or some kind of, just way too stressed out. And you clearly see that this is really not even your problem and you're not taking it on anymore. Okay. So it's actually a very powerful message, and maybe just a reminder, or maybe it's just here to put a little bit of gas in your tank as you head out for the day. Knowing that, look, this is the right decision that you're making for yourself. This could be predictive, like what what's coming into you today, tomorrow, maybe all through this week. Yeah, just a reminder for those of you who need it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you a goddess guidance message here. Okay. Goddess guidance. What does goddess guidance say for you? Bodies of water. This is just really honestly calling you to do something that is very nourishing for your soul, for your energy. It says spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. Meaning just simply, you can just draw a bath. You don't have to go out into nature, but it is really helpful. I mean, to draw energy from the natural world, it's very effective for recharging your battery. But even like running yourself a nice bath, you know, get in there, do a little spa day or something like that, some self-love, self-care, and you know, decompressing and de-stressing and just letting this go, because it really isn't your burden to carry anyway. Okay. All right. That's your message for the day. I'm sending you lots of love. I might come back with another one. But yeah, I'm loving these kind of shorter readings. Let me know in the comments what you're here for, if you like the shorter ones or the longer ones. I'm going to try to do a mix of both moving forward here. Okay. Sending lots of love, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.
Said she'd only kill me if I drew the card of death. She said she'd only love me if I drew the card that wasn't in the deck. The card my finger touched, thing I got my wish. You know for sure when it's all done. She said she was a beautiful wish.